Sometimes the best training tools aren't expensive. Sometimes the right tool for the job is already in your house. Using a towel can change the feel of an entire exercise. And not only will it help you develop a much stronger grip, it will also allow you to access muscles that are very hard to train using just a kettlebell. In this video, I'm going to show you a couple of my favorite exercises that you can use to level up your training using nothing more than a kettlebell and a towel. In order to do these exercises, you do not need to get yourself a special towel, though I hope it goes without saying something thin and flimsy is probably not a good idea if you're using a kettlebell of any meaningful weight. I'm using this towel, which my local 24-hour fitness rinsed me for $25 for, those bastards. But this is a pretty good length for you to work with. You can go a little bit shorter, you can go a little bit longer, but this is just about right. The wide grip towel row is a great variation because it's going to get into a lot of the areas that we're going to overlook with more conventional kettlebell rowing techniques. Specifically, it's going to hit your middle traps and rhomboids really hard. And these are the muscles between your shoulder blades. They're responsible for pulling your shoulders back and are crucial for overall shoulder health. Performance-wise, having a stronger upper back will translate into more powerful presses. And if you have creaky shoulders, getting these muscles stronger will go a long way towards making your shoulders feel better. So as far as setup, we're just going to thread the towel through the horn of the kettlebell. And we want to grab it relatively wide with a pinkies up grip. Okay, so let's talk body position. Now, when we do the wide grip row, we're not just bending over, right? We're doing a hip hinge. So I want you to think about pushing your hips back, keeping your shins vertical, and you're looking to feel a stretch in your hamstrings and glutes, right? This is gonna cue you that you're in that hinge position and you're strong through this area. Now, if you have a little bit of a dodgy low back, something you can do to create even more stability is do your hinge, but push your butt into a wall, right? This is gonna lock you in place. This is gonna be much harder for you to rotate through that low back. And if you've had low back issues in the past, this can really help keep your back safe. Once we're in this hinge position, we could still be overly rounded, right? So we want to think about that long back. So now we've established the hinge, let's talk about the row itself. A couple of things I want you to bear in mind. Number one, as you row up, I want you to think about trying to pull the towel apart. This is really going to bring the focus into that upper mid back, exactly where we want it on this lift. Second, be careful about shrugging your shoulders up, right? We want to think about the shoulders being down and away from the ears. As far as width of grip goes, obviously it's personal, we're all built a little different, but generally a little bit wider is going to be better on this lift. Quick demo, I'm going to get a good grip on the towel. This feels like a pretty good width. Hinge back, long spine, shoulders down away from the ears, and we want to pull the kettlebell right about to mid-sternum here. So elbows are going wide by design, up, squeeze, and down. Whenever we do a row, we want to pause at the top. So row up and squeeze everything, and down. Really think about pulling the shoulder blades back, squeezing them in, pause for a second, and out. And remember that idea of not just pulling up, but pulling out. That's the kettlebell wide grip row. Fantastic exercise for posture, fantastic exercise for shoulder stability, and fantastic exercise for developing a muscular, jacked looking upper back. Okay, real quick. If you're over the age of 40, the healthiest thing you could be doing for yourself is to start a daily mobility practice. And in order to help you do that, I've put together a free 7.5-minute morning mobility routine for you. You can get it by clicking the link in the description down below. It's specifically designed to undo a lot of the harm our modern sedentary lifestyles are causing. So it's going to open up your hips, unlock your spine, free up your shoulders, and leave you feeling a hell of a whole lot better. You can get it by clicking the link in the description down below. Next up, bicep curls. Now, sure, there are some bicep curl variations you can do with just a kettlebell. This one, and you can do this one, but it always kind of feels like putting a square peg into a round hole. Yeah, you can do curls, but if you do these curls, you're gonna realize that they kind of don't hit the spot. When you use a towel, that's gonna change. Okay, so same setup, pinkies down. As far as grip width here, you don't have to be as wide apart as you were on the towel row, but ultimately, once again, it's up to you, whatever feels good for your joints. If you're using a kettlebell that's pretty challenging weight-wise, it's a better idea to keep your elbows flush against your ribs, curl up, squeeze for a second, and down. But if you're finding the kettlebell you're using is not that challenging, here's a way you can increase the intensity by quite a bit. All you're going to do is take your elbows away from your body, right? So we've gone from flush against the ribs to a couple of inches out front. Now we're gonna keep the elbows there, and oh boy, that's a lot harder. Okay, that's the Kettlebell Towel Curl. So two very simple to set up exercises that offer some real bang for the buck. The wide grip row is gonna hit your upper middle back hard, and the bicep curls, the bicep curls will give you a stronger, more impressive looking set of upper arms. And training with a towel can help you build a much stronger grip as well. Thank you so much for taking this time to watch the video today. I really appreciate it. If you found the information in it useful, please hit like and subscribe. It really helps the channel so much. Thanks again. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.